Hello guys, welcome. Today we're going to be reacting to Kiss the Girl anime. Oh, I've heard a few things about the song, but I know that's a Doki Doki song. It was on my recommended, and I was like, okay, from now on, everything on my recommended, no, go back here. Wayne, YouTube providers of deep, because I can make your hands glad. And you have I forgotten? No. What? I'm gonna just search it up. Okay. I'm just gonna search for something, which was okay. 10 bizarre diseases. No. 10 diseases that can kill you instantly by Mafru Centaur. Check them out if you want to actually watch the video. Let me find some stuff which I want to watch. No. Okay. Wait, why is the video not actually on? Is YouTube not responding? My brain's really feeling stupid.
Foods that you eat regularly have varieties, but even if you've eaten mushrooms, fish, or even cheese, you've probably noticed that there are many different varieties of each. But what you probably didn't know is that depending on where you are, some places sell those foods that are actually highly toxic to certain people. So you might want to pay attention to what's on this list. Here are 10 foods that can kill you instantly.
Pufferfish.
Number 1 are death cap mushrooms. There's an estimated 10,000 different types of mushrooms in North America alone.
So it'll be okay with me because I hate mushrooms.
Unless you're an expert, you may want to rethink your
tell me if
chances
you
of
hate
properly
or like
telling
mushrooms
apart the
in the
edible
comments
ones
below.
from the poisonous ones out in the wild. Amanita phthaloids, or death caps, are, as the name implies, some of the most poisonous mushrooms you can find. While native to Europe, due to importing wood and certain nuts, these deadly fungi have found their way to grow in North America, Australia, Western Asia, and even some South American countries. Although they're actually rumored to taste quite pleasant, they'll also cause severe gastronomical upset and organ failure. Poisoning most commonly happens because people who find them think that they're normal or even hallucinogenic mushrooms, which was actually the fate of famous composer Johann Schobert, his wife, his child, 4 guests, and his maid, after insisting that his mushrooms were indeed edible. Yeah, they weren't. He did. Number 2 is hackerel. Hackerel is a type of shark that has been a staple food in Icelandic family homes for centuries. When faced with limited food resources, the Icelandic people turned to the abundant supply of hackerel in their waters. There was only one problem, of course. Hackerel is incredibly poisonous to humans. But thanks to some preparation methods handed down by the Vikings, this nasty toxic fish can be made edible. All you have to do is gut it, chop off its head, toss it in a shallow hole in the ground, cover it with rocks and sand, and leave it there for 6 to 12 weeks while it ferments in its own seeped out urine. Ah, delicious! Then after hand drying it for several months, you've got a meal. But if you skip those steps, or if it's prepared incorrectly, you could easily get poisoned. Not only is it poisonous if untreated, but hackerel has the honor of being considered one of the most revolting foods on the planet. Bon appetit! Number 3 is fugu. 1 fish, 2 fish, blow fish, dead person. An estimated 30 to 50 people every year fall victim to one of the most deadly foods in the world. And basically, every one of them is doing so with full knowledge of the danger that they face. Fugu, better known as the pufferfish or blowfish, is considered a delicacy in Japan. The problem is, though, a single fish contains enough poison to kill 30 adults with no known antidote. The toxins these things contain are 1,200 times stronger than cyanide. It paralyzes those who are brave or foolish enough to consume it while they stay fully conscious and die from asphyxiation. Chefs have to undergo at least 3 years of specialized training to be qualified to prepare the fish properly, which involves removing the creature's most toxic organ, the liver. Serving fugu liver was banned in Japan back in 1984, but that hasn't stopped some daredevil diners demanding to try it, succeeding in being served it, and then possibly paying the ultimate price. Number 4 is belladonna. Belladonna means beautiful woman in Italian, but sadly, it's also the name of one of the most poisonous plants on the planet. Known as the devil's berries or deadly nightshade, belladonna is found in Europe, North Africa, and West Asia. Both the leaves and the berries are extremely toxic and contain tropine alkaloids, which cause hallucinations and delirium. Fresh berries can be distilled into alcohol, and its toxins are sometimes even used pharmaceutically as a remedy for gastrointestinal disorders and insomnia, so it can't all be bad, right? Well, it only takes around 10 tiny berries from this plant to kill a full-grown adult, and they definitely have. Belladonna is believed to be responsible for the poisoning of Roman emperors Claudius and Augustus, and used by the Scottish King Duncan I in 1030 AD, who, legend has it, gave bottles of the drink to the Danish army, killing them without ever raising his sword. Number 5 is senaki. You know how people say don't play with your food? That's wise words, but in this case, you should probably watch out that your food doesn't start trying to play with you. The choking octopi is considered a Korean delicacy. Oh, don't worry, this one won't poison you. No. It will instead kill you in a much faster and far creepier way. The tentacles of the octopi are served raw immediately after being cut from the body of the animal, and like a chicken with its head cut off, residual nerve activity keeps the tentacles twitching. And those bad boys don't want to go down without a fight. The tentacle suckers will attach to your lips, cheeks, tongue, and if you don't chew fast enough and drink enough water, they'll actually latch onto your throat on the way down. This could cause you to very quickly. Approximately 6 people every single year in South Korea die from this, many of whom are men who believe that consuming it will actually boost their strength and sex drive. That's a fair risk. Number 6 is the ackee fruit. There are very few things better than enjoying some authentic Caribbean cooking, and not dying, of course. If you've ever been to Jamaica, you may have tried their national fruit, ackee. It's actually one half of their national dish, ackee and saltfish, which in September of 2011 actually ranked second in a survey that National Geographic conducted of the best national dishes. Now, this may have you dying to go out and pick some ackee apples for yourself, but hold your horses because you'll literally be dying. Ackee contains hypoglycin, which causes blood sugar to drop to fatal levels. If the unripened or untreated fruit is eaten, you can fall victim to Jamaica vomiting sickness, which involves seizures and lethal hypoglycemia. In 2011, 23 people were confirmed to have died, and another 194 were suspected of having been poisoned after consuming the ackee fruit. Number 7 are giant Namibian bullfrogs. If you've ever wanted to try eating a frog, I recommend you go French style and stick with the legs, because when it comes to Namibia's version of them, any more than that might put you in the hospital or even worse, in your grave. Giant bullfrogs are a delicacy in Namibia and can be upwards of 9 inches long and weigh over a pound. Since they're virtually indistinguishable from many more edible frogs, these amphibians pose a real danger to those who crave frog meat. They're usually only found on the black market, not only because they're endangered, but also because they're highly toxic. The majority of the bullfrog is poisonous to humans, including its skin, tongue, and most organs, and eating one can cause kidney failure. Young adult males who have not yet mated are considered to be the most dangerous. That's right, a bullfrog with blue balls is deadly. Number 8 is cassou marzu cheese. When the name for the food you're about to serve literally means rotting cheese, it might be better to serve cheddar cubes and crackers instead. Cassou marzu is the Sardinian name for maggot cheese. Yep, you heard that right. Maggot cheese. This Italian sheep's milk specialty is made by removing the rind and leaving it outside so that cheese flies will lay their eggs inside of it. As many as 500 eggs are added to this dairy Right now, you can lease a new 2019
I
Tacoma
don't
for
want
just
you guys to see
$299 a month
Barnes.
for 36 months, all with Toyota safety sense and no additional cost. So buckle up and get out and go. For details, see your local Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. Dairy product at any one time. Once the larvae hatch, they eat, digest, and excrete the cheese from inside. It's the acid from this process that makes the cheese soft and ready to eat. So basically, you're eating maggot poop. The thing is, you have to eat it when the maggots are still alive and squirming because dead ones are highly toxic and yes, can kill you. What's worse is that if you don't chew them properly, living maggots will turn your innards into the new all-you-can-eat buffet. 2 dangers, 1 cheese, and a whole lot of nope. Number 9 is English yew. Found in southern parts of Southwest Asia and Northwest Africa, Taxus baccata, better known as English yew, is a coniferous tree with bright red berries. A popular choice in landscaping designs, they're useful for creating ornamental topiaries and formal hedges. But beyond the wondrous beauty of these evergreen trees lies a murderous plant view of your life. Every single part of this evergreen is highly toxic to humans, with the strange exception of its berries. Even with all that we know today, people still risk their lives and eat them. The seeds inside these very edible berries are just as toxic as the rest of the tree, so they must be prepared properly with the seeds inside the berries removed. If you ingest even 1 seed, you could experience increased heart rate, convulsions, muscle tremors, and cardiac arrest before ultimately dying. Even scarier, you could experience no symptoms at all and still be dead within a few hours. Man, those berries were good. Nope. And number 10 is water hemlock. At 8 feet tall and a distinctive collection of white and green umbrella-shaped flowers on it, you would think that these plants would be easy to avoid touching altogether, let alone accidentally eating. But unfortunately, nature has a way of making deadly things look appetizing. Hemlock is one of the most lethal plants in the world and is considered to be the most poisonous plant in North America. History shows that it was a particular favorite in ancient Greece, most notably being responsible for the death of Socrates. What makes water hemlock so dangerous is that the fresh root, the most toxic part of the plant, strongly resembles a parsnip. But unlike parsnips, water hemlock contains sicutoxin, a neurotoxin that overstimulates the central nervous system, causing nausea, breathing problems, kidney failure, seizures, and soon after ingestion, death. See, this is why I stay inside most of the time, man. Everything's gonna kill you. So, those were 10 foods that could kill you instantly. But of course, I want to know from...
Anyway, that's the end of this video. Bye. Bye. Bye.